Hi and welcome to Barcelona-Sants. Today we're embarking on a journey that's more than just a trip. It's a milestone in European rail travel. This high-speed line revolutionized travel in Spain, slashing air traffic and reshaping mobility. Traveling aboard the Siemens Velaro on Renfe's flagship service from Barcelona to Madrid, I'll tell you all about how it all happened and share insights about the route and the train. Want to see how everything changed? Come along! Good morning from sunny Barcelona! We're just outside one of Spain's busiest railway stations, Barcelona-Sants, the gateway to a journey that redefined travel between the two biggest cities in the country. Inside, things are buzzing. People coming and going, catching trains to destinations across Catalonia and far beyond. But today, I'm heading for something special, Renfe's flagship high-speed route to Madrid. Before boarding, there's a quick airport-style security check. It's fast, efficient and part of the high-speed experience in Spain. Once through, passengers queue waiting for a ticket control in quiet anticipation to being allowed to the platforms. As I'm doing now. And there it is, arriving slightly late from Figueres Vilafant, our train for today, a Siemens Velaro, part of Renfe's AVE fleet and the fastest way to travel from here to Madrid. But we're not alone on the tracks. Just minutes before our train, an Iryo service also departs for Madrid. With around 30 high-speed trains a day in each direction, connecting these two cities, competition is fierce, frequency is high, and there are prices for everyone. A lot more on this subject later in the video. Time to board. The Velaro's design is sleek and welcoming, and I make my way to my seat as the train prepares to depart. And there we go, leaving Barcelona-Sants and heading into one of Europe's busiest and most important high-speed corridors. And, as usual upon departure, here's today's trip map. With the trip underway, time for the tour of this quite comfortable seat. After showing you the seat, let's take a quick walk through first class. Sleek, quiet and spacious. This is Renfe's top-tier offering on the Velaro and it definitely feels like it. Plenty of room for bags even if you bring half your wardrobe. And a little down the train, there's the cafeteria. Beautiful and compact, but it does the job. Snacks, drinks and coffee for the road? Or should I say the rail? Renfe's magazine? Or some headphones? I grabbed something simple as a mid-morning snack for the reasonable price of €4.40. Outside, the Catalan countryside speeds by at 300 km per hour. Hard to believe this used to take nearly twice as long. This line didn't just change travel times, it changed the entire travel market in this route. Let me show you how. When it opened in 2008, this high-speed link between Barcelona and Madrid had the competition of the air bridge. Back then, flying was king with almost 90% of travelers choosing it to travel between the two cities. Fast forward to today, high-speed rail now dominates with 82% of the market share. That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary. Rail became the smarter, greener and actually faster option when you count airport hassle. And And now, with multiple operators like Renfe, Wigo and Iryo, competition's fierce and prices are better than ever, turning this route into one of Europe's busiest and most successful high-speed corridors. With all that talk about the transformation of Spanish travel, we've already covered some serious ground, 314 kilometers to be exact, and in just about 1 hour and 20 minutes. We are now arriving at Zaragoza-Delicias, one of Spain's most modern stations. Opened in 2003 along with the high-speed line, it's not just a stop, it's a symbol of how cities like Zaragoza were brought closer to the country's main cities with the introduction of high-speed rail. The city itself, halfway between Madrid and Barcelona, has over 650,000 residents and a rich history going back to Roman times. But for now, we'll keep moving because there's still more to discover on board this Velaro. Let's take a moment to explore it. Designed for speed, comfort and long-haul performance, it's one of the cornerstones of the AVE fleet and a key player in Spain's rail revolution. It entered service back in 2007, built specifically for this very route, Madrid to Barcelona, and was Spain's first train certified to run at 350 km per hour, although nowadays running only at a maximum of 300 km per hour. Based on the same platform as Germany's ICE3, the Velaro was adapted to Spanish needs, with a 10% higher power output, the ability to operate in the hot weather prevalent on Spanish summers, and a different interior. With 8 cars, 404 seats and distributed traction for better grip and speed, it's a beast built for smooth, fast and frequent service across Spain's high-speed network, operating almost exclusively on services using the Madrid to Barcelona high-speed line. Visually it looks like a spaceship, but rides like a dream, even if at times it may feel like a ship on the high seas, but that won't make your coffee spill. Either the one of you have at the bar, or the one at your seat served by the attendant with the trolley service. And just like that, the Spanish landscape zips by, and our high-speed journey is approaching its final stop, Madrid-Puerta de Atocha, the beating heart of Spain's high-speed rail network and the capital's main train and transport hub. From the Mediterranean to the capital in less than 3 hours, this trip really shows how far Spanish rail has come. A journey that once took over 6 hours by train and was ruled by air travel only a little over 15 years ago, is now dominated by steel rail's comfort and efficiency. Did I enjoy this trip? Yes, I did. In spite of a sometimes strange rolling motion, the Velaro is a good way to travel anywhere. And Renfe's service is always impeccable. My only quirk? Well, I'm not really a fan of the airport-style security checks on AVE stations. Yes, they made sense when Spain started its high-speed network back in 1992, but is it still justified nowadays? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As we wrap up this journey, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep bringing you more train adventures, always with a bit of history and technology. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next week.